Good, happy Saturday evening, April 4th, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Saturday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We got a lot of news this evening, so let's begin. First up, COVID-19 in New Hampshire, what you need to know. Let's take a look. Here is your COVID-19 in New Hampshire, what you need to know. There are 540 number of people in New Hampshire who have tested positive for COVID-19. 1,088,878 number of people worldwide who have tested positive. 7 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 80 number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And 7,077 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. And on this map of New Hampshire, it shows where COVID-19 cases are in the towns and cities of New Hampshire. For example, Nottingham, 1 to 4 cases of COVID-19. And this is a graph. New cases each day in New Hampshire. In the purple are daily new positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, new hospitalizations, and in the red are the deaths. And again, your common symptoms: fever, cough, and difficult breathing, how it spreads, and prevention tips. And be sure to stay with the Riley King Network for the latest of your COVID-19 information. New Hampshire epidemiologist, CDC face mask recommendation is another tool to slow spread of COVID-19. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention is now recommending Americans wear non-medical face masks or cover when in public places such as the grocery store or the pharmacy. The recommendation is optional. Dr. Benjamin Chan, the state epidemiologist, said covering one's face will help slow the control of the spread of COVID-19. Chan said anyone may be considered a carrier, whether they have symptoms or not. Covering your mouth will prevent the virus from spreading and protecting others from getting it, especially those who are most vulnerable. He said this is just one tool to help stop the spread of COVID-19 in our state. The primary way for people to protect themselves and others in their community is still through close attention, through social distancing, staying home, keeping a safe distance of at least 6 feet between people at all times, and practicing good hand cleaning, Chan said. Chan said as hospitals are still in need of medical masks and other personal protective equipment, people should use homemade masks, towels, or cloths to cover their nose and mouth. The CDC has also provided a how-to guide to make your own masks at home. Aimed pandemic Meals on Wheels in New Hampshire in need of volunteers in PPE. Meals on Wheels in New Hampshire is in dire need of personal protective equipment and volunteers to serve some of the most vulnerable people in the state. Over the past week, the organization has picked up roughly 40 new volunteers, but with a steady rise in orders, Meals on Wheels need more Granite Staters to step up. The pandemic has set a new bar for Meals on Wheels in southern New Hampshire, which has seen an increase of 40 referrals a day from those who are food insurance. The goal is to get clients enough meals to last 2 weeks should they need to be quarantined. The nonprofit is also moving away from crowded kitchens that once served hot meals in favor of packing frozen meals to allow for easier social distancing. Meals on Wheels says it also needs protective gear such as masks, which have been hard to come by. The commitment for volunteers is roughly 3 hours per shift, and part of the duty is accomplish, which can go a long way for clients. If you are interested in helping out, head here and we will share this link with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page. Coronavirus live updates. U.S. death toll top 8,000 cases. Top 300,000. 5-year-old dies in UK. The death toll aimed the novel coronavirus pandemic continues to skyrocket as more than 8,100 people in the United States have died from COVID-19. There are at more than 300,000 diagnosed cases in the U.S. and more than 1.1 million around the world. The actual number is believed to be much higher due to testing shortages, many unreported cases, and suspicious that some governments are hiding the scope of their nation's outbreak. Over 58,900 have died across the globe, and more than 226,000 people have recovered, according to data compiled by the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. The number of cases and deaths in the United States is expected to continue to grow rapidly, with many states and cities saying the peak is still weeks, if not months, away. Today's biggest development: 3,656 dead in New York State. U.S. death toll crosses 8,000 as cases exceed 300,000. Walmart issues customer guidelines, and Italy reports a decrease in ICU patients for first time. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday evening. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Good night and bye, everyone. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Bye.